Welcome, or maybe welcome back to the channel. Welcome to my new studio. Today we have something quite different. We're looking at snare and snare drum sounds. As I was looking for a new snare for my studio, I stumbled upon these quite inexpensive but hopefully great and versatile snare drums that only differ in one aspect, and that is the snare depth. So asking my dear friend and drummer Bastian here, hi,
Hey there.
what I could expect between the two different snare depths and what would change, we just decided to try it ourselves and find out. So that's why we're here today. And while we're at it, nerding about gear, we decided why just not take a camera and record the whole thing. So you can have something out of this too and can see for yourself what's the difference between these two snares, what's the difference between the depth. Yeah, that's why we're here. So, Basti, what's the setup? Ta-da! Let's have a look at the two snares we have today.
First off, our two competitors. Gretsch is 14 by 6.5 and 14 by 5 nickel over steel snare drums. Both drums are part of the full range collection and feature a 1.2mm shell made out of rolled steel. Also, they have the standard 45-degree bearing edges. We decided to put on a Evans Genera on both of the better sides and hazy 300s on the Reso side as a rather common or neutral choice of drum heads.
Of course, you will find the pitches for both heads and all tunings in the description. We used a tune board for that, and also, of course, our ears to find nice tunings within the snare's ranges. So when it comes to recording a snare drum, finding the most commonly used mic is obviously not a challenge. Therefore, we decided to use a Shure SM57 on snare top. In addition, for the solo snare samples, we use a Lewitt 441 large diaphragm condenser mic, which we use farther away from the snare, so you can hear more of an in-the-room sound as we are hearing sitting here, and so you can better judge what's the sound of the snare in the room. So for miking the kit, we have two Slate ML2 small diaphragm condenser as overheads, the Shure SM57 for snare top, and Audix i5 as snare bottom, and an Audix D6 for kick in, and again a Lewitt 441 as kick out mic. So let's get going.
Considering that we had two otherwise identical drums, I found it quite astonishing how much of a difference these 1.5 inches difference in depth actually make.
Yeah.
Especially how it reacts to different tunings, how it behaves while tuning, while getting there.
That's a good point. Something that, of course, didn't come across in the video because that's not something we filmed, us tuning drum locks. It was really interesting how the two drums behave differently if you wanted to put a head into the same range or exact the same frequency. That's something that also surprised me quite a lot because I was thinking like, hey, these are basically the same two snares. One is just a bit shorter, and maybe that will translate to that one having less low end, less punch, or a sharper attack, like more initial transient or something like that. But there were times when I thought like, okay, just in the room standing here, the 5-inch had such a massive low end also that it's not like, okay, this is the deeper drum, this one is more like it's bassier, and the shallower drum has more snappy attack or something like that.
Yeah, there's definitely more to it than just the bigger drum, bigger sound thing. So
yeah. And I feel like this is just the beginning, the tip of the iceberg, so to say. I will definitely keep one of the snares, and maybe when I've used it on a few studio sessions and played with it a little bit myself, I can tell you more about what my findings are regarding different tuning ranges, or maybe even heads or something like that. I mean, that's a whole nother world.
Absolutely.
Cool. Ich fand, das war ein gutes Ende.
Jawohl, das haben wir gut gemacht.
Yo! Nur noch B-Roll von den Snares. Yay! Pass auf. So, let us know which snare in which tuning you like best, or if there's maybe a combination you'd prefer. And also, thanks for watching, thanks for tuning in. And if you want to see more content like this, hit the subscribe. Hit the You know what to do. Thanks for tuning in. Until next time. Bye.